Buffalo Blue-White Players show here at the Penn State Golf Course. As always, I am joined by Big Keith Goon Conlon.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Good word. Nothing really going down. It's pretty boring. So I'm here the last couple nights, couple days here. So
uneventful.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just sit with my wife this morning. We're having lunch and we were talking, and I was like, dude, 15 days from that Oregon game. James was on top of the world on game day set with Nick Saban dressed as a lion. And then 15 days later, he's now looking for a job.
Yeah, I think that's why everybody's so shell-shocked. I feel like it's a good word. Like everybody's kind of like, what's going on? Yeah. Because where we just were, it was set that we were going to have this basically national championship or bust season. And the expectation was you're at least going deep into the playoffs. And you come out and you have the normal loss that you get against Oregon, and it's people still feel like, all right, well, 10-2, it's the same thing, and you got to think about maybe which direction to go after the season if this continues. And then you lose to UCLA, and it was, just the worst team. I mean, they've been good since. They destroyed Michigan State, but that at that time, and then you come back against Northwestern, and I kind of get the sense Franklin knew if he lost that game, it was probably it.
That game?
Northwestern.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I said it on my show, the Goon and Ironhead show on Thursday last week, and I said, here's the deal. I said, if we're not come out competitive with a little bit of fight and some pride and some moxie, you know what I mean? And we just didn't have that. We just didn't have a sense of urgency. It just seemed like our guys didn't want to be there. Yeah. And that's just like, and there's a lot of people in the crowd, and you heard how it ended. It ended pretty bad with the booing and the yelling and the screaming and stuff like that. No man deserves that in front of his family, yes, but you could see where people were just very, 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 very frustrated by the whole thing because, we were talking 2 months ago. This is NCAA national championship or a bust season. That's the bottom line. And
yeah, it is. I think there's a lot of people that wanted to finally win a big one, and they were frustrated. And so, but I say there's some like shell shockness from some people because it's like you were so angry and it was so fed up, and then it happened, and it was for a lot of it was such a good relationship, and there were so many moments that you loved that person did, and then you feel like sad. I think so many people, it matched the mood of State College. It was just rainy and gray today. Mm-hmm. And it was like, you're just kind of sad all around. Like Penn State, like we don't fire people here. We've never done that. And it feels crazy. I'm not saying that it was, I'm not saying that it was wrong.
I don't know about that, Landon.
Well, I'm talking,
there's been a couple,
yeah, okay.
There's been a couple high profile firings here, but just not to bring it up, but the Joe thing was over like a couple week period where it was like, what's going to go down? That was a crazy time here. This is just like, I'm going to compare it to like, you get the Band-Aid on your like hairy leg and you got to get it off. You're not going to do it slow. You just rip the damn thing off and just deal with the pain and move on.
Well, that's what Pat said that today at his presser. He was like, look, I got to do the best for the kids. He was like, that includes tough decisions. And when it felt like it was time, it was time.
Yeah. It's a tough decision. It was a horribly tough decision because they are friends. I mean, that's what Pat said from the start. Now, with that said, Terry going on there sounded great. He sounded exactly the way we wanted to be sounding. Go out there and like go back and play tough Penn State football. Go out there. I mean, it's a lot easier to say that than do it. I mean, you got to have 105 guys in that locker room who are going to start believing in Terry. I mean, because they believed in James as up till 2 weeks ago, and then it didn't believe in him the last 2 weeks. I mean, even this past Saturday, it was just like, we don't want to be here, coach. And it was just like, did he want to be here?
Yeah, no, it didn't. I didn't feel like. I feel like I said, everybody was kind of checked out, and I think that was. I think that's what made it evident that it was. Do you
think he set himself up for fail by saying this is the best staff we've ever had, it's the best program players we've ever had, it's going to be a national championship? I get it. It's national championship or bust. I mean, that's just setting yourself up for like failure. I mean, if that doesn't happen.
It is, and I think it's easy. I've talked about it. I mean, we've talked about the difference of our age gap and what it's like to be on the team in the 90s and now, and you're so used to being on social media. So you can't tell me that guys aren't seeing it constantly in the offseason, in the preseason. It's like, we're basically the best team in the country. And if you fall into that and you don't have leadership to pull you out of that mindset and like, we got business to do this year, because that's what, I mean, it was true. Everybody for the most part, when a head coach comes in, majority of people have to find new jobs on that staff.
Yep.
It down to the lowest people. And I put out a tweet talking about, you got to think about all those people. I mean, this is real life stuff that guys have to go home.
You had last night,
yeah, and talk to their wives and tell them we probably got to maybe start packing up the house, and the kids might have to leave their school, and that's real stuff. And so that for that, it really sucks.
Yeah, and the other thing that people were a little shell shocked on Saturday is that we still had a season. It was still there.
Yeah, you went out.
You went out. We still had gone to the. I mean, granted, you're asking a lot to win out. I mean, but it was still that possibility was there. Like your 22 Rose Bowl year. When I first started doing these shows, the first time I met you, we talked about this. Shire Brown and Doc and all those guys are saying they were telling us during our player show on Monday nights, we're going to go to the Rose Bowl. We're going to go to the Rose Bowl. I'm like, dude, you're not going to the Rose Bowl. You lost 2 games in a row already. It's not happening. You know what I mean? And you're like, and then those guys are like, we're going to the Rose Bowl. It's going to happen because if Michigan's beat Ohio State, we're going to go there. They're going to go to the playoffs, and we're going to go to the end of the Rose Bowl. And sure as hell happened. But guess what? It took a lot of guys to make that team believe that. And then we still had that opportunity as of last week going into that Northwestern game. And then for all I hear, practices were really good last week. And I just don't know what in the hell happened. Like 3:30 till like 7 o'clock, it was just like, what's going on here? And I don't know. It was just like, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Good luck to Coach Franklin. I texted him last night. I said, thank you and good luck. I mean, what are you supposed to say? I mean, you took us out of a bad place.
Absolutely.
We had Billy O'Brien here. Thank God we had Billy O, by the way, to get us through those 2 years. And dude, my hat's in there. I'd love Billy O'Brien to get a shot at this. Whether that's interviewing, I'd love him to come back up here. I don't know what we were thinking about doing as of now, but right now, I have all my cards in the Terry Smith camp.
Yeah,
I thought he handled himself very well today at that press conference.
He said everything that needed to be said. Took some real responsibility for some of the things that were up front on both sides of the ball have really been struggling, and it was thought to both be pretty good this year, especially the offensive line. So
he used the T word when it came to the offensive line, defensive line play. We're just not tough enough. We're getting
not tough
out there.
You need some more good on good periods here incoming for the boys.
Absolutely. Are we allowed to do that though? I mean, that's the other thing.
No, you could do it. You could do it. Yeah, I like you said, he said everything that he said. I like how he finished it off with, we're going to make everybody proud to be a Penn Stater. I love all that. And obviously, Terry understands what he was a captain.
Terry's going to understand about 7 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday night. That's a tough place to play. You know it as well as I do.
It definitely is. And I think it's a rough situation for Ethan Grunkemeyer coming into this thing, not only playing 7 p.m. at Kinnick. We already know how crazy that can get. But you come into an offense that is just kind of in disarray right now. And that's hard to for that to be your start against a very good Iowa defense. I mean, they held Indiana to 20 points, and it was a struggle the entire way. And then you got to play at number 1 defense in America, Ohio State, and then you come back at home to Indiana to a top 5 defense. So it is one heck of a start for Ethan Grunkemeyer. But he's you got no option but to go ball out.
Hey, what is it? Next man up mentality. That's we've preached that for years here, and that's the case right now. And Terry Smith, that's next man up. He's the next guy to lead this team out there. I mean, we're not going to have Terry's fingerprints all over the team. He's going to rely on his assistant coaches to say, hey, you guys, Jim, coach the defense. Do what you got to do. There's no meddling. There's nobody saying, he's not going to say, we'll run this or run that. I don't know if James was doing that anyway. I don't know. But Kotelnicki, just go run the offense. Go out there and have some fun. I mean, that dude, I don't know when his I was going to say funness, but it seems like his imagination has been stifled the last year. This season, it's nothing like it's a lot of motions and this and that, but
yeah, it's not a lot of you got to take some risk. You got ball players. That's why you come to Penn State because you're a ball player, and it doesn't always have to be the perfect play. Let guys make plays. I feel like we're never taking those shots. We had like 3 passes further than 10 yards in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta take some shots. You got to take some risks. And so I think Terry Smith, and he just hit it perfectly. Everything he said was what needed to be said. And he said, we're going to get back to having fun playing football. Because I like that he said that without actually saying it, he addressed that, like, look, he thought no one was having fun. That's what it looked like. And so get back to having fun playing football. That's when you get back to that first time you smelt the grass and put on 2 big pads for yourself. And that's when you fell in love with the game when you're 9, 10 years old. And you got to get
your first helmet. What did you do?
Oh,
I was tackling trees. I was hitting my head off the tree. And I wonder why I have back issues. I don't know why. I mean,
they didn't teach you about CTE.
I have no idea why you have CTE and concussions at 23. No big deal.
No big deal.
We're
fine.
Idea why.
We're good. But you got to get back to the love of the game. That intrinsic value.
If you're mad at the fans because they booed and they, it was a cluster out there at the way that the game ended and stuff. But I'm telling you, people were it's just frustration because you expected so much. And again, you go into the Oregon game. Okay, you lost the Oregon game, but it's all still there. And then you go out to UCLA and you lay that egg, and then it's like, okay, well, if we win out, we can still go. We have just one really bad loss, but you're going to have 2 really big wins over Ohio State and Oregon, or Ohio State and Indiana, and then you're going to be going to the playoffs with 2 losses. But that's the effort you get. So, it's like one of those things. You can see where people were like, if that's the effort you're going to get, then you're not going to get any better than this. And we've hit not rock bottom, but we hit ceiling with what was going on here before, and we got to figure a way to bust through that ceiling, man.
Yeah, no, and I think it's okay. You can be happy it happened. Like he was here for that long and brought us out of what we came out of, and then you can be sad that it's gone. But and every good thing eventually comes to an end. The average divorce happens how many years into a marriage?
I had 9 months of my first marriage, so I really lowered that average there, bud. So
good. You're an outlier. You're down there.
It's not happening. Done.
It's 8 years.
Okay, 8 years.
It's
you make it 8 years and you get divorced. My God, you're gluttons for punishment.
Yep. But James Franklin, Penn State, 12 years. It was a great run. It was everything that we needed.
Time too.
You said what?
It was a bad time. With OB. No.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It was a great time when he was here. Won a lot of games. Won what? He won 3 of the 4 top bowls. He doesn't have a Sugar Bowl.
Does not have a Sugar
Bowl. Did we win the Orange? We lost the Orange Bowl. Did we play another one though? He's got a Fiesta Bowl and he's got a Cotton Bowl win.
And got a Rose Bowl win.
So he lost the Orange Bowl, but he needed that Sugar Bowl. There's only a couple of guys who won all 4. I think Joe and Stoops are the only 2 to ever do that. Maybe Saban, I don't know, later, because they open up the Rose Bowl. So, but yeah, I'm curious. We could be sitting here and be like, "Oh, well, it was a great game. We'll worry about we're going to Iowa this week and this and that," but it's not happening. Everything has changed right now. But Pat's got to do what Pat's got to do, and Pat did what he had to do. Because I just don't think going to Iowa. Because what if James is like, okay, we'll get rid of James in the off week, but what if he goes out and beats Iowa? And they're like, well, you can't fire him now. But if his mind was already made up to go, he's got to do it.
Pat said in the presser, he said on Sunday, he knew it kind of had to be done.
You could tell that Saturday night when it was like the players did not want to be there, and it was just like, okay, that starts at the top.
Yeah,
and it's not the first time it happened to this staff. So that's where I think that the heads were, and they were like, okay, well, let's just do it.
Would you – I know you're obviously an OB guy. There's been Urban Meyer floated out there. But are you wanting more of a younger coach, a first time in OCDC that comes in, injects new life? Or you want someone that's a proven commodity? We're talking the Kurt Signettis, which might be hard.
Commodities that come in here and try and impose his will on the program and change this and change that, and that's their right to do that. But we got a pretty good facilities and a good. The crew of kids. The biggest thing that Terry has to do right now is he needs to salvage these players, not lose these guys to transfer portal or to saying, hey, I'm done. I'm going to redshirt and transfer in the offseason. So I'm sure he's dealing with that right now. And I have not heard of anything right now as of yet, but I doubt we would. But I'm sure he's got to be talking to each of these kids saying, hey, man, I need to know if you're here. Are you balling here? Or if not, we'll just go on without you. Like Bill O'Brien said to Silas Red. Or what, is it Silas, right? He said, if you're not with us, you're against us, then just go. It's okay. We're okay. We'll be fine. We have a vision of what we want to do here. So, these kids got to be honest with themselves here too now. And say, hey, am I going to play for this university and play for my teammates? That's who I'm playing for. You're a player. I'm a player. Screw the university. play for your teammates. Play for your coach. If you don't feel it's your teammates and your friends that you're playing for. You don't remember going in you had a bad game. The last thing you wanted to do was go into that meeting room and have your friends looking at you going, "Yo, dude, what's going on there? Like, come on, man, you're
nothing worse
than
than if you're giving bad effort.
Nothing worse. Joe could hammer me, Franny Gander could hammer me, and Bill Kenny and Craig Silvers could hammer me all they wanted. But if Marco and Jeff and Andre were looking at me and Bucky Greeley were like, "Oh, dude, like you're letting us down." I mean, that's who I would hurt the most.
Worst feeling ever.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, I think
Perry's got to go to these guys and really has to sit down there and say, "Are you with us? And if you're not, just go, and we'll figure out who to put out there."
Yeah,
now, what do you feel?
Yeah, I think that's important. You got guys that their NFL lives are on the line this season. A lot of people came back and bet on this year, that this year was going to take them further, and it really hasn't happened.
It's going to raise.
You're saying, yes. That's what you're coming back for one more year.
With that nowadays anymore. I mean, everything's gambling. So
no, I know seriously, but it's
gamble on their futures.
Yeah, they are, and so that hurts. You got to be careful as a coach. You cannot put guys out there that feel like they're not giving the effort, because that puts other guys at risk. That puts literally injury risk. I mean, everything.
You cannot play this game scared. Like we've talked about, if you're not playing this game 1,000 miles an hour, you're going to get hurt, possibly killed. That's like one of those. You can't do it.
Yeah. So talking about coaches for a second, you okay? Yeah. I have this stat, right? It's the every head coach that was in the college football playoffs this past year, and if they were a first-time head coach, meaning they were probably an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, that this was their first job. So Ohio State, Ryan Day, yes. Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman, yes. Penn State, James Franklin, no. Texas, Steve Sarkisian, no. Arizona State.
Sark was OC with Alabama. And
no,
USC. He wasn't OC with USC either?
He was a head coach somewhere.
He was head coach of Washington.
Yes. So I'm saying
USC. He wasn't a coordinator. He was a coordinator with USC or Bama, I believe. But
I'm saying no. So I'm saying he wasn't. He wasn't a first-time head coach.
Oh, I thought you were saying, was he an offensive coordinator and stuff like
that?
No.
These are first-time head coaches that were in the playoffs. I'm trying to show you how many. I'll show you. Okay. Arizona State, Kenny Dillingham. Yes, he was a first-time head coach. Boise State, Spencer Danielson. Yes, was a first-time head coach. Oregon, Dan Lanning. Yes. Georgia, Kirby Smart, yes. SMU, Lashley, yes. Clemson, Dabo, yes. Indiana, Signetti, no. And Tennessee, Josh Heupel, no.
So James was the only guy who was a head coach before that. So you said, or Signetti?
No, there's like four other. It's eight of them. 8 of them are first time. So the point I am making is maybe we should feel confident going out and getting one of those hot OCDC guys that are coordinators somewhere and they're killing it, and you get a young mind in here. That's kind of my point, that 8 of them are, and obviously Dabo's older, but it was still, they took a chance on a first-time head coach, and you're at where you're at. Obviously, he's not in a good place right now, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So 8 out of the 14, 8 out of the 12 teams, first-time guys. So does that make you feel a little bit better? Because I think the stigma right now is that you don't want to risk on a first-time guy, but it seems like first-time guys might be working out pretty well. Just a thought.
Depends on when they're coordinating. Most of those coordinators are coming from like top high end,
some real schools,
Alabama, USC,
a lot of Saban coaching tree there.
On there, and then Dabo obviously from Alabama, but he didn't. I mean, that was the weird thing. He went to Clemson because they thought he was going to be earmarked for Alabama, which still might be a thing because there's still a lot of people down there who want him.
Yep.
So what do you got? What are you thinking?
I don't know.
I'm not worried about the head coach right now. I mean, obviously, I'll throw my hat in there and say Bill O'Brien deserves a shot back and this and that.
Absolutely.
Matt Rule deserves. I don't know. I mean, these guys are all coaches. Signetti, it's like, okay, we're out of the pocket already $56 million, and now you got to go out and get somebody else now. So it's like, okay, well, what are we doing here? And we're paying a defensive coordinator. So are we going to hire a coordinator to come in and coach us and then be the coordinator still, or just be the head coach? I don't know. Do you keep Kotelnicki? Do you keep Knowles? Some of those, with those massive contracts like that? Or does the head coach come in and have his own peoples? I mean, there's a lot of questions out there. I mean, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tough part, is the unknown. I think that's why all the anger was just anger, and then you get him, then James is fired, and you have a lot of unknown, and people don't like uncertainty. We're an ancient sponge, like it doesn't feel good for us. We're used to knowing, who our head coach was going to be.
We had a coach here for 60-some years.
Yeah.
Is that what it's like? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I'm telling you, you weren't here. You weren't even. You were like a little sixth grader.
Well,
at that point.
My perspective is so crazy because
when Joe went down, that whole situation with the scandal and stuff, it was like, one, who are we going to get? Two, what is it like? Those sanctions weren't before OB. OB was here when they got those sanctions, so he didn't know they were coming. He was told they weren't coming. Like, you imagine that, and he was just like, "Whoa!" He got completely blindsided by the whole thing.
Yeah. No, I know it's crazy to think. So I didn't start really. I was huge in the NFL. Didn't watch college football a whole ton growing up. So once I got into middle school and I wanted to go to college, I started watching, and then that's all I've known is James Franklin at Penn State, and so that's weird for me. It just feels weird. It's like
he did a great job as the face of the place. I mean, this place was. I mean, OB left, and that's when the dip happened because of the scholarship swoon started then. You know, OB's job, what he did was and this is what I always like, the Maudis and the McGloins and the Hodges and the Hills. You know, they're the ones who didn't have to leave because they were going to be seniors. Okay, it's the guys that were younger. You know, like Donovan Smith and Jesse James and Anthony Zettel, that type of guy, who were freshmen when this came down. And they were sitting there looking at 4 years of the rest of their career. They weren't going to go to a bowl game. They're going to have 85 scholarships, tops, or 65 scholarships, excuse me. And there was going to be a $60 million fine, and they couldn't go to a bowl. So those guys, every one of them should have left. Every time I see one of them, I say, hey, man, thanks for staying. Because it's not the Maudis and the McGloins and the Zordiches that stayed that were seniors, because they weren't going to go anywhere for their senior year. It was those guys that were freshmen that stayed here that maintained Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin. You know, they were all at the end of OB and then into the James era. So, I mean, those guys were responsible for keeping this place together. And then Bill deserves a lot of credit. And then James came in and pretty much had to build the program from the base, because the sanctions were just horrendous and just took everything out of them. You know, I think that Bill tried to go with the offensive line. You know, in the NFL, there's only 9 offensive line guys that dress for a game. So they were going to try and do that with the college ranks and all. But it's like, you know, you got guys that are 17 to 23 years old. It's tough to do that. So Bill did what they had to do to get us competing and stuff like that. And they did a great job, a wonderful job. And they went on to the NFL, because I don't think that they weren't given a fair shot up here, and they were being told a lot of different things that they so. But then James comes in and does what it is for 12 years, you know, and it's obviously, you know, this, you wouldn't have come here if you didn't feel like you could have won a national title here with James Franklin. That's the whole point of that. Why you go to college is to win a national title. So it didn't happen with James. I'm sure he's just as upset as anybody else about this whole thing. And we just got to pick up where we're at right now and go on where we're you know, we know what we want to do and how are we going to get there. I mean, Terry's got his he has a lot of work ahead of him trying to keep this team together for the next 6 games. Big time.
Yeah, you got to try to get the locker room back. And it's not easy to do once it's already done. So you got to rally guys.
That it's gone, like, guys. I mean, I'm just telling you from what I saw on the field.
No, I'm not saying that it's gone. I'm just saying clearly. I mean, people
didn't want to play soccer.
No, I mean, I think anybody with 2 eyes can see that. I mean, it's not. We're not saying anything that's, you know, not obvious to everybody. Everybody was checked out. That's what it was. I think kind of people knew it was coming.
Can he check them back in, you think?
If there's someone, I think he would be the best choice to do it. I mean, was always kind of a mentor to everybody, and I'll tell you what, he was someone that the players trusted in and loved. I mean, he was a captain here. He understands. Talked about, you know,
true freshman.
Yeah, mentioned Joe at the beginning of the presser. I mean, all of that, man. That's all he understands. So I think that's why he's the right guy for the job right now. You need someone like that. You need a glue guy.
Sure. I think Pat and I think that Terry did wonderful jobs today at that press conference. I can't tell you how many notes I got saying, man, they're killing this press conference. I mean, that's Pat. That Pat Kraft you saw today on that podium, tears. They weren't crocodile tears. They were real tears. This means something to him, but it also means something to him that he goes, I want to win a national title. Like, we're going to win a national title here. This is what we're going to do. And the trajectory, like he said, it was here and here. I put it all together, all the analytics, and he got all smart on us, man. He's like a smart dude.
Dude,
So he went on, but he was like, the analytics just aren't there. Our trajectory is just not there. So we had to make a change.
Yeah, he's a real boss for that, for saying, look, you can we're basically family, but you got to go. It was time, and I think you gotta respect him for that. It's not easy, but he understands kind of what needs to happen. I think too, he understands that at Penn State, when you're the AD, I mean, you're also taking everything for the football team, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So this is, he's got a big choice on his hands for the next head coach. And I think, he's going to take that to heart. He's going to do everything. He said, I'm going to ask these, question I'm going to be asking in these meetings is, how do you envision winning a national championship for Penn State? I think I love that he shared that. And I think people can appreciate him so much because he was just so candid and just honest. You could just tell he was just saying how he felt. And I think that was refreshing, and it's good, man.
We got a couple more minutes here before we bring our guests on. They're over there chomping at the bit. Look at them. Chomping at the bit over there waiting to come on here. We got some women's soccer players on here tonight. But, what do we got? What do we got this weekend? We're going to see in the first quarter. I mean, trust me, dude. You know as well as I do. We go out to Iowa.
It's not easy.
Our heads aren't right. They're going to kick our doors in, bro.
Didn't they just destroy Wisconsin?
They beat Wisconsin 37-0. So, I mean, there they are. I mean, that's a tough place to play anyway. And now you're going to add all this in and Grunk's first start.
I'll tell you, their defense is the real deal, I'm telling you.
Absolutely. So this is going to be one of those things that's like, hey, Grunk, congratulations. Your next two games were Ohio State or at Iowa. And then we're going to give you a week off to get ready for at Ohio State. How you doing, buddy? And we're going to back that up with a home game. And then you can call your family and then bring on your family because we're playing Indiana at home next week, the week after that. So, hey, I mean, throw them in the fire. And then, I'm a big fan of that.
And then one loss Nebraska, Matt Ruler coming to town. Matt
Ruler's coming to 2 weeks after that. We got Sparty between them. But
the return of Matt Rule.
Yep.
People are saying it could be a, little bit of a test of an appearance for maybe continuing to coach in Beaver Stadium.
Matt Rule's 5-1 right now. They keep on running. We might be waiting until the playoffs. Who knows?
That's a good point. They don't play anybody else besides us, really. Like that's too good in the Big Ten. So
interesting, brother. It's just again, my mind was pretty made up last week that if we didn't show up, it's time to change. And I think that happened, and there is change. Obviously, I mean, we have complete upheaval right now of our football program, but we're going to see where Terry's taking this team this week. And I truly, truly believe, I think that these kids they're going to react to Terry. And Terry's going to tell them, like, hey, man, you're here for a reason. Show your inner fortitude, let me see your toughness. Let me see what kind of men you are. I mean, just don't go out there and lay it like, oh, I don't want to be here. Then if you don't want to be here, then just poop can them all. Get all the freshmen in there. Take your beatings for a couple weeks. That's how I would feel about it. I mean, we got guys out there not wanting to be there, not wanting to play, not playing with a high effort, high motor. Then get them off the field. Do we have the ability to do that? Can we do that?
I mean,
before it was. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. If it's the way the kids are now. No offense to you, but like you start chewing kids up, what's going to happen? I'm leaving. Transfer portal.
Yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow. So you got off today, and then tomorrow's the first padded practice of the week, and I think it's probably going to be a tough one. It probably needs to be a lot of hidden periods there, and you got to start to get physical. You got to instill a different mindset. Let me throw something at you.
But you can't be too bad because you got a game in 4 days.
No, but I think tomorrow. I think you got to set a tone tomorrow. Then you get some time to rest, but you got to get after it. Last time Penn State beat Ohio State at Ohio State.
Was Tom Bradley. No, it was Tom Bradley.
Interim head coach was the last time Penn State beat Ohio State. Year. Yeah. So we're going to have an interim coach at Ohio State in 3 weeks. Just saying, it's an opportunity. That'd be shocking. You can do the shock the world. Why not us? Let's go us against the world.
T. Smalls. I really do. I mean, that's the kind of guy. I've always liked him. And I mean, as a player, as a teammate, as a coach, watching him and listening to him, and he's always been a fantastic coach and a fantastic person. So these guys got to believe in him. And when they do believe in him, they're going to go out there and play. If you don't want to play for us, if you don't want to play for James, you don't want to play for the school, you're sick of this, play for your teammates. Do it for your teammates. Do it for your friends. These are the guys like I told you in our show the other day. You got guys that right now you're going to be friends with in 40 years still. Like that's the kind of bonds you grow playing football at Penn State. So it's like one of those things. It's like, hey, do you want to have that memory? No, we went 3-9. No, you don't want that memory. Go out there and have some fun. Exactly like Terry said, go out and have some fun playing football again. But it's not going to be easy. I mean, it's a tough road to hoe right now. But I'll take Terry over a couple other people. I mean, I really do. I mean, I think that I hope and I pray that they respond for him.
I'm with you, brother. I think, they got our full support. Terry knows he got all of us with him behind him. So let's go try to salvage everything.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, it's
still
what
there.
Do you have to lose? What do you have to lose?
Just go have fun.
Let's talk.
There's
about
the pressure's not there.
Real quick, we got like 2 minutes. You played at Iowa, right?
Yeah.
How good is the night before food?
Oh, really good. Yeah. I like the food there.
Got to go back to being fat boys.
That was actually number
We're
2.
We're talking real serious, and then we go right back to food.
So that was number 2 though, because we went down to Auburn. The food down there, that was some good food. As far as just hotel food,
what did you have?
Well, what was your deal? So we normally
had the same meal every Friday.
Yeah, we got
a steak, a chicken breast, a piece of lasagna, and a side of corn.
Oh no!
Every week in salad.
So it's buffet style, and so you come up, and there's mashed potatoes, a couple different carbs, and then you got chicken, you got steak.
You can take as many as you wanted.
Oh yeah. You got like basically lasagna. You got Alfredo.
Dude, the old man would kill us.
Let me tell you what.
Absolutely murder us if we ate more than that.
You're
too fat. You're too heavy. Damn it. Old school, new school.
So we had
we're at the same school, man. If you guys are eating that well at Auburn. So.
Sunday bar too.
I would have eaten more steak. I would have had a second or third.
I'll tell you what, we used to have a crew led by Nick Dawkins that would go all at once together to the ice cream bar and just the night before games. I mean, guys are taking dairy packets and stuff. I don't know why we did it to ourselves. We really enjoyed just the offensive line would take out some food before the game. And it was buffet style. And then what did you guys have snack at night after dinner? Yeah. So we get like Smoothie King. You get good like sandwiches and stuff like roast beef, ham, turkey, all that.
Yeah, they had it lined up for us. So
it was good. It was good. Okay, so I mean, it hasn't changed that much.
And then every hotel used to have like a big dessert bar. I'd be like, oh God, and then Joe be like sitting across me. Yeah. Joe couldn't see a thing. His eyes were like 0-0 perspective. But he could see a fat guy over there eating a piece of pumpkin pie from 100 yards away.
Well, we got
ridiculous.
Up in over where we stay at the Penn State, there's vending machines on each floor. So guys are also, you know how guys get some food, some Cheez-Its, some I don't know, peanut M&Ms are normally probably my go-to.
Oh, jeez,
we've been on food for a minute here, Goon.
Well, I said we had 2 minutes to talk about it. We
got it in.
Women's soccer players coming up next here, buddy.
Absolutely. We will be right back. Short break, and then we're gonna come back, chop it up, probably talk food. Likely.
I hope the girls are ready to talk about food.
Get ready to talk about food. Here we go.
Academics this much and then food this much.
We'll be right back from the Penn State golf course.
Once again, your sports radio.
Broadcasting live, loud and proud from Central PA's Sports Authority. WFXS America.
98.7 The Fox State College.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
Lusk & Associates Sotheby's International Realty proudly presents the introduction of our new State College office at 314 South Borough Street in State College. At Sotheby's International Realty, we advertise locally, nationally, and internationally, bringing the best of advertising and promotion to each and every one of our properties, big or small. Call now.
A lot has changed about State College. One thing that hasn't is W.C. Clark's Coffee Roasters on 234 East Calder Way. 30 different varieties of specialty coffee beans sourced from over 25 countries and roasted with love each morning in Happy Valley for over 45 years. They'll ship their fresh roasted coffee from their doorstep to yours. Order online at statecollegecoffee.com. That's statecollegecoffee.com.
The Center Hall Farm Store has been serving Center County and beyond for well over a half century. A small family business, the Center Hall Farm Store specializes in animal nutrition and manufactures its feed fresh using local ingredients. Get the best in horse, cow, pig, chicken, and bird feeds. If you're not already a customer, stop in and see why so many of your neighbors are. The Center Hall Farm Store at 110 West Allison Street in Center Hall, or call us at 814-364-1393.
Two of the top names in local printing have combined to serve you better. King Printing of State College has merged with theprinters.com, forming one of the 400 largest printers in America. Combining traditional offset printing and digital workflow techniques, theprinters.com can print, assemble, package, and ship to anywhere in the world, all with the same high quality customers have known and trusted for over 50 years. Buy local and save. Get started today at theprinters.com.
With a Timber Kids savings account, you can start to save money, earn prizes, and teach your kids the value of savings. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Building futures is what we do at TFCU.
You really need to belong to a credit union. You belong at TFCU, Timberland Federal Credit Union, a credit union you can grow with.
You're tuned in to the Blue and White Players Show with Keith Goon Conlon and Landon Tengwall, broadcasting live from the 19th hole at the Penn State Golf Courses every Monday at 6 p.m. all season long. Special thanks to this season's sponsors of the Players Show: Lusk & Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Turner Construction, Austin and Pam Schanfelter, Chris and Lisa Heydrich. Now back to more of the Blue and White Players Show.
Welcome back into the Blue White Modelo Players Show. We are joined by Mackenzie Gress of Penn State Women's Soccer. How are you doing today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Goon,
That's
you're
awesome.
back. You're here.
We're here. We're good to go, baby. I like that we're branching out to multiple sports now.
I think it's great.
I
we need a perspective from all the different sports teams.
I love it.
So how's the year been treating you so far? Talk to us about where we're at right now in the season.
Good. Yeah, we're closing up regular season play. We have 3 more games left. October is such an exciting time. Kind of just like prepare for November postseason. Come a long way since August. I feel like we were just in the room preseason saying 14 days till our first game, and here we are 2 months out with 3 regular season games left. But it's been great so far.
It goes fast when you're having fun.
Yeah, sure
always
does. Yeah.
And we're doing well. Obviously, the record speaks for itself a little bit. So, we're talking about the football program having issues. You know what's fun? Winning.
It is.
It makes everything a lot easier. You're not complaining and crying, so you're going out and winning, and it makes the world a little bit easier to deal with. So you walk around campus and stuff like that, and you have that little pride on you.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
So what we got this week? Who we got?
We have Purdue on Thursday and then Indiana on Sunday. So it's always awesome to get a road trip in. I love missing school, and I also just love being on the road. It's so awesome.
Say what we want you to say, and that is, you get on the road, you have food. Like the food on the road is a lot better than the dining halls and stuff like that. Come on, talk to me.
I love the Greenberg Dining Hall.
I know.
It's amazing. Have you guys been or no? Have you seen
any
pictures?
I just paid for it. No big deal. Yeah. It's okay. My spine, neck, and knees, just okay. Don't worry about it. They're in a trophy case in there, so don't worry about it. Congratulations. I'll enjoy it. No.
What type of food? Tell the people what type of. We love talking food.
Yeah. This is the new dining hall that they put on the
yes, absolutely. We're all
facilities.
Penn State athletes.
For all the East area athletes. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I've not been in it. I don't think I'd leave. I think they'd be like, "There's a fat guy who won't leave." And he's just sitting at the table, just grubbing.
No, you won't get out of it. You do that, and then you'd go into the massage chair and probably take a nap.
Oh God, massage chairs. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So a rundown on just give me something that would be there for food wise, so I can kind of just go to
No. Is there a specialty cooking that goes on? Is there a Japanese guy that does a little this?
Yeah, we had that. Football team had that.
Absolutely.
So the football team has a separate area, and then we have our general stuff. But there's always different themed pizza. There's always a special pizza of the day, but I don't really venture over there. Always a pasta, but the best is the flank steak. That's the best thing that they have. Chicken parm.
They're marinating it, right?
Yes.
You always do something with a little flank steak. You throw that on a steak, on a little salad, a little salad option type of thing, or you just eat the meat straight up.
Just straight protein.
Good girl.
Yeah,
Good
protein,
girl.
carb, vegetable, and then you got to finish it off. We have a soft serve Sunday machine.
Yep, there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know
Like,
the, you know the way
is-
to our
yeah.
hearts there, girlfriend. I love it.
It'll be
That's
like
amazing.
11 a.m. People are like leaving lunch, just full on soft serve cone, sprinkles, Oreos, chocolate chips, whole
Sprinkles,
nine.
what are they?
Yeah.
Jimmy's, you know?
Jimmy's.
Oh, I got my. So anytime we have someone from Jersey, I just have to ask: have you seen The Sopranos?
I have.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I'm
See?
Italian. I'm Italian.
Yeah, okay, good. Are
Sunday
you, so you, are
dinner.
you North Jersey?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you got to see it. Okay.
She just said 10 minutes from the Meadowlands.
Oh, okay.
Her
I got
backyard's
you.
where they buried Hoffa, so yeah, I'd say that's northern Jersey.
No, I grew up chicken cutlets every Sunday, lasagna,
Oh. There
the
you
whole
go.
9 yards. Yeah.
Does mom and dad deliver them? Like,
Yes.
here's
My
some-
my nanny makes them for me. They bring them up.
Okay, so she's like real Italian then.
It was
There you
always so
go.
nice having Italian roommates. It was they just know.
Oh,
how-
Dom
it
DeLuca was
it's
great.
Ridiculous.
We'd be loaded with
My
food.
little brother
in the
had
fridge.
Jason Gallucci, whose son was on a hockey team last year. His grandma used to send all kinds of stuff up. It was so good. It was great. Like he'd come back from home and be like, "What you bring, dude? What you bring?" And I'm a graduate, and I'm like hanging out in the weight. I was working in the weight room. I'm like hanging in my little brother's apartment. Like, Gallucci, did you go home this weekend? What you bring back, man? My Gallucci meal. So it's all good. So okay, so we got to get into straight questions. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
easiest interview you'll ever do.
Yeah.
What brought you to Penn State?
Just such a historic women's soccer program. Like Erica is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I committed my freshman year of high school, which was like so different than it is now, but it was my dream school, Penn State, like 3-4 hours away from home. I feel like it was always like the perfect distance. I wanted to major in kinesiology. We have an awesome kinesiology department, and just I wanted to be a part of a historic women's soccer program that was consistently, battling for Big Ten championships, national championships. And, here we are all these years later, and like I get to be senior captain of this team, and I couldn't be prouder.
Wait, so you as a true freshman, you're committed. That means you were balling out. Talk to me. What was the high school
Yeah, so I got to
career like?
What has changed in the recruiting in soccer then?
Yeah.
Like you got a recruiter as a free. You said it changed.
Yeah, so you used to literally be able to like commit in 8th grade. Like I have some
Wow.
teammates who committed in 8th grade. Like you were talking to coaches in 8th grade. You had to call them. They couldn't like contact you, but it would all go through your club high school coaches.
Mhm.
And now I think it's June 15th going into your junior year, you could have 2-way contact. So now like we have everyone coming for official visits, unofficial visits
Jeez.
as juniors in high school rather than in 8th grade, which is definitely a good
My
choice,
personal
but
opinion
it's
is
so
they
bad.
slowed it down a little
Yeah.
bit. I mean, they slowed the process down. I think.
For sure.
But that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Signing in as an 8th or 9th grader, like holy crap, man.
Yeah, I got lucky that I love this place,
Yeah.
or else, I know a lot of people who it didn't work out that way.
Well, that's obviously. I mean, I do have to give one little side story here. So I got a phone call, like I don't know. Whenever Landon was in 9th grade or 8th grade, and Mark Brennan calls me from 24/7. He goes, "Dude, there's a kid at the camp. He's an 8th grader. He's locking out like 4-star defensive ends." And it was this knucklehead right here. So I go down there, and this goofy goes like, and I'm watching. I'm like, "Oh, really? Is that the kid?" And I didn't go out there. He had great technique, and I'm like, somebody's teaching that kid some technique at a young age. So,
Dude, he wrote that
it's
article.
very hard to see football players when they're in 8th and 9th grade as like it just seems like. I mean, is that the same case for like women's and men's soccer? Were they committed that early then? Did they know then?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you have to bet on people. Like in 8th grade, I could be great goalkeeper, and then 4 years pass, and I could be not as great as I was when I was in 8th grade. Like you have to kind of bet on the type of person that you are, like the development that you're going to have. Like, are you going to commit and like still work hard and put everything you have into developing? Like, are you going to grow? Or are you going to be strong? Like,
What if you like really just went down, like stunk, like really regressed? I mean, can they pull the scholarship? Is that like a thing?
yeah, like you don't sign until you do your national letter of intent your
Man.
senior year.
That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah.
So you catch a lot of crap like growing up in high school. Oh, Penn State girl, you gotta
100%.
commit early. Yeah, you hear that.
And I didn't play high school soccer. I only played like academy. So it was even more so. She's too good to play high school soccer. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's that's a nice one. I remember the best one I heard was we were losing our Catholic League title in Philadelphia, and some guy screams across the field, "Hey, good luck at Penn State next year. We win a title." And his buddy's like looks at him, he goes, "I think he's going to win that. I think he's winning by going to Penn State on a scholarship, bud. So hey, you can have your Catholic League title all you want." So what is the deal here? Where are we going? I mean, working in international soccer. I saw a little bio here.
Yeah.
And you've
yeah.
done some international play in the past.
Yeah, I was on the U20 Women's World Cup team last fall. We won a silver medal for the first time in 12 years.
That's awesome.
A what?
Silver medal.
A what? Come on now.
Silver medal.
Oh, Lord. Soviets beat you?
No, North Korea.
North
Korea won the whole thing. Yeah.
Dude, there was like 36-year-olds playing. Don't kid yourself. They were totally cheating, man. Don't worry, they're not listening. They don't have the internet, so we're good. We can say whatever we want to the North Koreans. They're not listening. Holy crap. All right, so you – yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I do. I'm an idiot, so I just chime in here with my 2 cents. So you go down, and then you're playing international, so you've had international play in the past, but future-wise.
Yeah, I have my 5th year next year, so I'm planning on taking that and then playing in the NWSL here in the United States and then hoping for, a full national team call-up as I keep progressing on. It's hard when you're a goalkeeper because it's like a experience-based position. There's a lot of girls now like that are 17, 18, 19, like on the full team or pro, and it's just not the same for a goalkeeper. But
in the football world, that we say that quarterback is like that because it's like, what do you make a quarterback? Like if you have a receiver who's not playing that well and maybe a little overweight or bigger, okay, you make him into a tight end.
Yeah.
You make a tight end into a tackle into a guard or center, or a linebacker into a D tackle type of thing, corner into a safety into a linebacker. It's like quarterback. Where do you go? Where do you put a quarterback? Like they have, like their skill is throwing the ball and handing the ball off and running the game. Whereas a soccer goalie, where do you go? So you can make
not
a forward.
No.
Yeah. So, why did you start playing goalie? You just didn't like running around as much? I have a nephew who was a little, butterball, and he was like, I'm a soccer goalie. I'm like, because you don't want to run.
No, I loved playing on the field. I just was always so brave, and I just loved like flying around and like tackling people. When I played basketball, they called me the hammer, and I would always foul out. So I think that's kind of like where like the aggression came from.
That's my girl right here, dude.
Yeah, that's really good.
Dude, I averaged 12, 10, 5 in high school. 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 fouls every game. It was guaranteed in high school hoops.
Yeah.
So we always. Sorry, I got to go there. We
we
always talk about
school-wise, kinesiology. Okay. What do you want to do?
I want to be an applied sports scientist, or possibly if I don't go to grad school, just be a strength conditioning coach.
At what level?
Professional or collegiate.
Is that like because my buddy runs Parisi up in North Jersey. Mm-hmm. Is like that type of thing, or you want to work at a college, high school level, or
I want to work with a soccer team.
Run a whole side, the whole thing.
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
And you're pretty stuck on that. You're 20 years old, 21 years old, and you know that. That's great, man. That's really, really great. And you follow your dreams. So now we're going to get to the real interview right now.
All right, so you've been here for a little while.
Yeah.
So you've been around downtown. Top 3 food spots. We need them. I keep a list. So if there's anything,
it just downtown or just
no,
like
anywhere. It
College?
could be greater area.
Okay.
You can even
local area. Yeah.
Okay.
Local area. I'm not talking. We're not going to Bergen County, New Jersey here. I mean,
I'm saying does Belfont count? Or?
Yeah. Local area.
Yeah. Okay. All
All right. Number 1, Camry in Lamont.
Okay.
I haven't been.
Really?
Cozy. It's like a Thai.
Yeah.
It's like Cozy Thai downtown. I like Cozy Thai.
It's Thai food.
Screwed up by saying it was very cozy Thai, but yes, it's a Thai food and it's very cozy. So yes, it's very good though.
Tadashi.
It's not.
No. Yep.
So I'm sensing a theme here.
And then the field. I'll round it out with the field.
Field's
like
good.
Erica's Burger.
Yeah, I do. The
That's
Dime
good.
Bakery is good. Yeah.
That's very good. So I've known Erica a long time. So she's a good girl, good woman, man. Great coach. Good luck to you with the rest of the year. Bring that national title home. That'd be number 2 for us, right?
Yep, we'll do.
Good for you, man. Nice meeting you.
Nice
talking
meeting
to
you
you.
too. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Thanks so much for enjoying us.
For
Thank you.
me.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back with a little bit more from the Modelo Blue-White Player Show.
WFXS, once again, The Fox, your sports radio.
Broadcasting live, loud and proud from Central PA's Sports Authority, WFXS America.
98.7, The Fox, State College.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
Lusk & Associates Sotheby's International Realty proudly presents the introduction of our new State College office at 314 South Borough Street in State College. At Sotheby's International Realty, we advertise locally, nationally, and internationally, bringing the best of advertising and promotion to each and every one of our properties, big or small. Call now.
A lot has changed about State College. One thing that hasn't is W.C. Clark's Coffee Roasters on 234 East Calder Way. 30 different varieties of specialty coffee beans sourced from over 25 countries and roasted with love each morning in Happy Valley for over 45 years. They'll ship their fresh roasted coffee from their doorstep to yours. Order online at statecollegecoffee.com. That's statecollegecoffee.com.
The Center Hall Farm Store has been serving Center County and beyond for well over a half century. A small family business, the Center Hall Farm Store specializes in animal nutrition and manufactures its feed fresh using local ingredients. Get the best in horse, cow, pig, chicken, and bird feeds. If you're not already a customer, stop in and see why so many of your neighbors are. The Center Hall Farm Store at 110 West Allison Street in Center Hall, or call us at 814-364-1393.
Two of the top names in local printing have combined to serve you better. King Printing of State College has merged with theprinters.com, forming one of the 400 largest printers in America. Combining traditional offset printing and digital workflow techniques, theprinters.com can print, assemble, package, and ship to anywhere in the world, all with the same high quality customers have known and trusted for over 50 years. Buy local and save. Get started today at theprinters.com.
With a Timber Kids savings account, you can start to save money, earn prizes, and teach your kids the value of savings. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Building futures is what we do at TFCU.
You really need to belong to a credit union. You belong at TFCU, Timberland Federal Credit Union, a credit union you can grow with.
You're tuned in to the Blue and White Players Show with Keith Goon Conlon and Landon Tengwall, broadcasting live from the 19th hole at the Penn State Golf Courses every Monday at 6 p.m. all season long. Special thanks to this season's sponsors of the Players Show: Lusk & Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Turner Construction, Austin and Pam Schanfelter, Chris and Lisa Heydrich. Now back to more of the Blue and White Players Show.
Welcome back into the Modelo Blue White Player Show here at the Penn State Golf Course. We are now joined by Bella Askew of Penn State Women's Soccer. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Thanks for joining us, Goon. You're still here, feeling good, right?
I'm doing great, feeling great, man.
Any Modelo here?
A couple Modelos here.
There you go.
Won't do them on air with the athletes here, so
Wouldn't want to do that.
we're just off the air talking. We're talking food with my friend Bella over here. So she's all set. She says, I'm not doing media studies. I said, don't worry about it. We're going to talk about where you're from, what do you want to do when you grow up, and then what do you like to eat?
I don't think there's ever been a more unserious radio show than this one.
But a good one. But you get to know where
No,
people are
that's
from.
how it's supposed to be. We're just.
Like she just said it.
It's just a player show. That's why we're just laid back having conversations,
Bella
talking.
said she's from North Carolina, and I was like, you don't sound like you're from Carolina. And she said, well, you should hear my dad. And I was like, okay. I mean, but we also talked about barbecue. What do we like? What did we like?
I've honestly never had like North Carolina barbecue.
Oh my
Can you
God!
What does that look like?
I have. This is the problem with this youth.
Uncultured. I'm so
It's
uncultured.
Unbelievable. So, Landon, it's called Carolina style barbecue, but there's two Carolina styles. Southern Carolina is like a mustard-based pulled pork, where North Carolina has more of the German-based, vinegar-based and stuff like that. And that's what Bella likes. So me and Bella we're like BFFs already, dude.
Already.
We're like total BFFs.
That
I know
makes
her
sense.
dad. He's from Apex, North Carolina, which is in the triangle down in Raleigh. You know what I mean? We're tight. We're good, dude. Old friends here.
Yeah.
Old friends here.
Oh boy. So Bella, how's the season treating you? What is I'm curious, like what's a day when you have practice? Walk us through like a day. What's your schedule like?
So with me, I don't have too many classes that I go into. So I wake up and then we have a lot of time on our hands. We train at like 3. So you honestly have the whole morning to yourself. But we go into Andra, who's our athletic trainer. She's like awesome. so funny. And then you basically just go to practice, go through all the film, all the training, all that fun stuff. And then after you go to Greenberg, normally get that food, hang out with your teammates. Me and Mac will sometimes sit there for like 2 hours. Honestly, I love it, but most people don't do that. And then, yeah, you just go home.
So what time do you normally get home? Like if you got a long practice, you're watching film in Greenberg for a little bit?
Probably 7:30.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
A lot of people are saying that they take their courses online, so you don't go to class, correct? What you just said. Are you relegated to be there from like 9 to 10:10 or something like that, or you just have to you have to watch that class sometime during the day? Because I have no idea when you guys always saying I'm taking these offline, and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like, is it at your leisure to go watch that class or whatnot?
Well, for me, my online classes, you don't have any of those like Zoom meetings or anything like that. You just kind of go on there.
Full on web.
Go online. You're not watching like teachers like present like, or you just read.
No, like there might be like videos you need to watch, but it's like every Sunday your work's due, so you got like a week to do it. You do it whenever you can sit down, just knock it all out.
There's no human contact yet again.
No. Except you got basically message boards where you have to write these responses to people, and it's like leave a response, and it's like, hi, how you doing? Great work. It's kind of tedious.
It's like the most fake.
What were those called? Wait, where they send you to those? If you didn't have to post on Canvas, there were certain ones that you had to use. I'm speaking gibberish to Goon here.
Dude, I graduated in 95, and I came back in 05, and they were like, we don't do syllabuses anymore. I'm like, what? How do you not have a syllabus? And the guy was like, well, that's a funny story. Amongst the old football players or athletic director or academic coordinator would call it syllabi. That's the plural of syllabuses. Of syllabus.
Syllabi.
So it's syllabi. Donnie Farrell would say that. So it's just a running joke. But so you don't, oh man, that's crazy, man. You really don't even have to go on campus then. So you could pretty much just hang out at that building and do your work from there, do your homework from there, your schoolwork, get your lift, and then your stretching, your running, your practice, and your food, and your home.
Basically.
God, that's awesome.
It's a different time.
It's awesome, but it's also like, I don't think you're getting that experience of 40,000 kids walking around campus, but that's the way it is now, though.
It is. Yeah. We do this show because he's old school. I'm new school. When he went here, we were just talking about this on the Sunday morning show. How much like food costs nothing. Like back in the day, even back when I was younger, I just remember like my
you were paying for it when you were 7?
No. I just remember. So I remember
this gallon of milk so expensive.
No, so we had a sub shop right in our community in Maryland, and I remember my nana would give me a $10 bill, and I would get a cheesesteak, fries, and a drink. So you see why I became an offensive lineman. And I remember I would always have change for her too from that $10 bill from that. That meal now is like $20-something.
So when in my era it was $5, and now it's what, $20?
Everything. No, it's crazy. Sorry, like an old man. I just get to rant about food prices.
You look like a guy who just came off a scholarship in the last year, and you're realizing what the hell is this? This world isn't that easy. I gotta make money. What is this all about?
What's going on?
They don't have Tadashi for you for free here. What the heck?
There was nothing like having the mucho.
Oh man,
you guys still have mucho?
We do during like preseason and all that.
Nice.
Just nothing quite like it.
Yeah. It's just currency basically on your phone that you get loaded onto your phone, and you can go basically. There's almost everywhere has it, and you can just go different places.
So we have our normal questions we got to get through. How did you get here from North Carolina?
It's actually
don't say 95, by the way. That's what I would say actually. See how many is easy.
It's actually a funny story. So my dad, growing up, he just never wanted me to really leave North Carolina. And he said, the one place I will not let you go is Penn State. I just don't like it. I don't like that place. I don't know why. He's a big NC State guy. I don't know. And then, of course, I went to Penn State.
Your dad's probably younger than me, so I have no idea what the hell Penn State would have done to NC State.
Bad experience. I know. Who knows?
But you got here. I mean, obviously, did you play high school ball or club ball?
I played club. I went to a high school that didn't have any high school sports.
No high school sports?
Yeah, it was like an online kind of deal. So I've basically been
online. Do you have any? It's like, who's your favorite teacher? I don't know. I've never had one. I don't know what that is. That's unbelievable. Holy crap, man. It's a miracle you're so like you actually talk to human beings. It's pretty impressive. Surprised you didn't want to like zoom the interview in here, man.
Dude, welcome to the 21st century now. I mean, this is
It's
where
all
we're
good,
at.
dude. Hey, it is what it is, man. It got her here.
Yeah.
Something's working.
Oh, it worked.
So,
No.
all right. So we're done. Is there international play in your future? Has there been international play in the past?
Yes, this past summer, I went with the U20 CONCACAF squad to Costa Rica.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know what I'm going to ask you, right? How the food was. Like, is there a Costa Rican cuisine? I mean, is there something like Costa Rica? Like, you got to try this.
Honestly, it's just rice and chicken. And then I tried this
Oh,
one fruit.
yeah.
I tried this one fruit. They told me to try it. And I tried it. And, like, it was maybe the worst thing I've ever tasted in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was bad.
Is this rotten?
I don't know.
That's amazing.
And then the person, like the workers, are right in front of you, so you can't just like spit it out and be like, "This is so bad."
Oh no.
So you just like swallow your pride to just get it down. But that's the one thing I remember about the food.
So where are we going? What are you? I mean, I'm going to ask you your major. I mean, are you in a major yet, or are you still got to figure that out online?
I'm advertising.
What is it?
Advertising.
Oh, so you're at PR?
You're going to be so
Gotcha.
good in front of other people. You've grown up around people and going to school and listening to them.
Do you hear this old man lecturing you right
It's all
now?
good,
This is
it's all
crazy.
good. It's just, hey, I guarantee it's better. You know what I mean? I'll go to my grave saying, I'm a grumpy old man, but it's probably the better way. So
Yeah.
advertising, is there any kind of like internships that you're looking for? Is there a specific area? Do you want to go back down to Carolina? Or you just want to really piss your dad off and stay in Pennsylvania, possibly go to New York City? You're down in New York City. Damn. You said he had a southern accent, right? I told you no Penn State. Now you're going to New York City. Damn, girl.
Honestly, I don't know. I have no clue. No clue.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very young. You're only a sophomore, right?
Yeah, I think working with him would be quite fun. But he's a big, personable person, so I feel like just being around him, I'd be able to do pretty well, just because he's one of those talkers that like will get you to like.
I don't know what that means. I'm not a talker. I'm a very quiet person by nature.
Crazy.
Yeah, so.
You know, the last question.
All right.
Those got to
Yeah,
answer.
Bello. Food. Top 3 spots. I know you haven't been here as long, but
Top 10 now. He's going top 10.
no, I said top 3.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I love Condu.
Condu's great.
I
I'm
go
so
to
happy
Condu.
we get a Condu shout out on the show.
The field, obviously. I feel like that's just a place you go after like
doubt.
games or
Is Erica
something.
listening to this and you guys are just like, Coach, I love your burger. It's awesome. The Tom back.
And then the third one,
Bonfire Barbecue. You're going to go there next week and say, Goon was right. This barbecue is really good. She said she hasn't had a barbecue up here.
I haven't. Yeah, no. Honestly, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What is your favorite meal? Like, what is your go-to food? Not to order, just like what is your favorite like meal when mom or dad are cooking?
I really like chicken tenders, like Dino Nuggets. Those are my thing.
Are you a Raising Cane's fan downtown?
I don't go there much.
Yeah.
I go to McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Chicken
Yeah.
nuggets?
I do love chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Yeah, McNuggets are great.
What's your sauce?
No sauce.
What?
That's crazy.
No sauce. All right, we
I'm
got another half hour show here. We're gonna figure this one out.
We're gonna order some McDonald's.
Dude,
We gotta figure
I'm
this out
sorry,
now.
but sweet and sour sauce what's your sauce at McDonald's?
No, I just go ranch. It's always been a ranch guy.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm getting a 20-pack though, I might get 2 sauces, and it might be a ranch and a sweet and sour.
Well, sweet and sour is like my John. It's like that's what I love. And it's like,
It's your John.
why does the sweet and sour not taste? I mean, you could get another chicken tender in there, and it doesn't taste the same. But you put a McDonald's nugget in that tender, it's that sweet and sour, and it's unbelievable. And you're like, what's going on here? It's just a perfect combination. I mean, McDonald's always sells it. They're like, oh, they're Big Mac sauce, and isn't it? Why wouldn't they have sold their sweet and sour sauce in bottles? You know, but I still think it matches up well with other tenders.
This is what happens. Sorry, Bella.
It's all good, dude.
No,
Thanks
thanks so
very
much for
much.
coming
Thank
on,
you.
Bella. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Finish the season, get that natty, baby. All right.
Yep.
You know
Go
it.
get
Tell
it.
your dad to come on up here when he comes up here. We'll go to dinner one night.
I will. I will.
Some
He'd love
barbecue
that.
too. All right. Appreciate you guys joining us, coming out. The Modelo Blue
Let's
White
go.
Player
Big
Show will be
weekend,
back
boys and girls.
next
Big weekend.
week. Good night.